Hello and welcome to my lesson. Um, so I'm just here waiting for you now to join me. Please say hello. I would love to hear from you. Okay, so the first thing when you're learning English, or actually even when you're learning any new language, is to set some goals. And learning vocabulary and grammar is a great idea for a goal, but you need to be as specific as possible. So put learning vocabulary into topics. So imagine that you've booked a holiday. Well, you're going to need to order some local food. So break the topic of food down a bit. Learn the vocabulary for different vegetables and fruit. Then learn how to describe how they taste, how much you like it, or maybe you dislike it. You can also then learn some phrases to order food in a restaurant or book a table on the telephone and so on. You'll be learning your vocabulary in a natural way and learning lots of different sentence structures too, even the ones you thought you'd never master. If you want to improve your speaking and to feel more confident, again, break it down further. Learning natural phrases in conversations will really help you to understand it a lot better and make you sound more fluent to native speakers. You might need help with some pronunciation, the speed and tone, especially if the language you're learning is very different to your own language. The key is, though, not to be afraid to just talk. Your goal is to start to think in your new language and not to translate back into your own. Otherwise, you'll never sound quite natural. And I now just want to say hello to Omar. Hello, Omar. I hope I've pronounced your name right. Where are you calling? Where are you, Omar? Have you ever actually had a lesson with a teacher before? You're in Egypt. Okay. Well, I'm in England. What time is it now in Egypt, Omar? It's 4:05 here in the UK. Okay. And did you enjoy it? Do you talk a lot in English? Is there anything I can help you with at all? Let me know because I'm here right now to answer your questions. Is there anything I can help you with at all? I'm actually going to try and do live lessons like this on a quite regular basis. I can't promise every day, but it will normally be about 4 p.m., which is the time about now in England. So, whatever time it is in Egypt now will be the time that I'll always try and do a lesson. Are you able to understand my accent all right? While I'm waiting for you to just ask me any questions, um, yesterday I did about the verb to be, and that is one of the most irregular verbs. Um, and I did it, spoke about it in the present tense and also in the past tense. So for today and also for yesterday. So now let's just have a look at the verb have. Again, this is a verb that's used very often. and it will go like this. So I have, you have, he has, she has, we have, they have, and it has. Okay, so I have to show possession. So for instance, I have blonde hair. Okay, so that is something that I've always got. Then as well, if it's yesterday, it would be I had, you had, he had. It's more simpler, isn't it? She had, we had. Ooh, I can see I've made a mistake. Even my typing isn't so good. She had, they had. I think I need typing lessons rather than English lessons. And it had. So that's the verb to have. And it's to show possession. And also yesterday, I said it would be a good idea if we did some pronunciation. So let's do some pronunciation help now. Let's do, if you actually have a look at another video that I've uploaded, it was to do with the sh and s sounds. And I've also got one on there for the p and t sounds. Let's do one for the r. So this is another tongue twister. For the r sound. Because in English, we don't really pronounce it very much. And just like yesterday, let's do it. I'm going to say it nice and slowly, and I want you to copy me. So here's the tongue twister. Round the rugged rock, the ragged rascal ran. And a rascal is quite an old-fashioned name for a child, a naughty child. Naughty child. So that's a rascal. It's quite, like I said, it's quite an old-fashioned word. But we often say, oh, you naughty little rascal. So let's say this tongue twister again. Just write it down. So now then you'll be able to practice this tongue twister. So just say it with me. Round the rugged rock, the ragged rascal ran. And again, nice and slow. Round the rugged rock, the ragged rascal ran. Tongue twisters don't really make much sense. They're just there for fun. So when you feel that you are pronouncing the sound correctly, we're going to go a little quicker. Round the rugged rock, the ragged rascal ran. Round the rugged rock, the ragged rascal ran. And faster. Round the rugged rock, the ragged rascal ran. Round the rugged rock, the ragged rascal ran. Round the rugged rock, the ragged rascal ran. And you just go faster and faster until your tongue begins to go into a twist. Round the rugged rock, the ragged rascal ran. Round the rugged rock, the ragged rascal ran. Round the rugged rock, the ragged rascal ran. Round the rugged rock, the ragged... I can't say it any faster than that. Maybe you can say it faster than I can. So I don't know whether or not it's you still, Omar, who's in the chat with me. If it is, how long have you actually been learning English? And why are you learning English? I would love to know. And is there anything that I can help you with as well? Maybe we've got somebody new here in the chat with us. Please tell me your name if you're able to. Okay. So what else can I help you with right now? Okay. One thing that a lot of my students have trouble with, even students who are at intermediate level, they sometimes get prepositions mixed up. And prepositions are those tiny little words that sort of tell you where things are positioned. So I'm now going to give you a really good tip to remember 3 of them. So the prepositions that we're going to do are in, on, and at. Okay, so if you remember that at is for a place. If you use these tips that I'm going to give to you now, you'll never really get these prepositions mixed up ever again. So at is for a place. So view a sentence, I am at work. So if you go somewhere, you are at. I am at work. Then in, think of in as being short for inside. Something that's 3D. So I am in England. That might sound quite strange when you say it like that. I am in England. But when you think about it, you are inside because, for instance, if I'm in London, I have actually got all of the buildings surrounding me. Okay, so it is like 3D. They surround me. You would also be in the park. You would also be, as I said, in a country because you have towns and cities surrounding you. Your country as well might be surrounded by other countries or it will be surrounded by a sea. So I am in England. And then on, think of on as being for any flat surface. So for instance, my computer is on my desk. Okay, so if it's a flat surface, and it doesn't matter where the flat surface is positioned, as long as it is flat. So for instance, as I said, my computer is on my desk. The painting is on the wall. The rug is on the floor. It doesn't matter where it is, as long as it's a flat surface. So at is for a place. In, think of it as being short for inside, and on for a flat surface. So I'm still waiting for anybody else to send me any more messages. Where are you all? Remember, I'm going to start doing lessons here as often as I can at 4 p.m. every day. And I'm going to always be here to answer your questions. It's going to be good listening practice for you as well. And as well, if you write me any questions, it's going to be good writing practice. So I will just wait a few more minutes, because that really is all the time I've got time for today. So in today's lesson, we have done 3 prepositions, the verb to have, to show possession of something, and we've also done a tongue twister for pronunciation help, the r sound, r. Another wonderful thing as well is to learn phrases, and that will be with phrasal verbs and also with some idioms. So I'm going to start to teach you some idioms as well. So I think that is probably the end of the lesson for today. I hope you've enjoyed it, and remember, if you would like a lesson with me where lessons with me are online, they are on Skype or on Zoom. So we will be able to talk, and it's one-to-one. Lessons are personal and private and just for you, and you will go from one level to another in English so quickly. You will be surprised how quickly your English will improve by having conversation, because it really is the fastest way to learn a language. And I really like my lessons to be fun as well. All you need to do is go to www.englishtutoruk.com and book a lesson with me. You will be so pleased that you do. So it's www.englishtutoruk.com. And as well, if you're a member of the group, you'll also be able to look on the main page and just book a lesson. I would love to meet you for real. And like I said, lessons are one-to-one, and they're private and personalised just for you. And you're going to be surprised how quickly you really will learn English. So I hope 2019 is the year that you learn English. So thank you very much, and I'll see you, I hope, tomorrow. Bye.